Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the YouTube station identification of one of the Bedford, Massachusetts resident YouTubers. I am the dude with the crazy Clooney do. My name is Eric Lima. I'm over here live in my basement. You are watching WEML-TV channel 77, episode number 55. I made a promise. Time for my PTW wrestling forecast, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. The PTW wrestling forecast. The reason why I'm using forecast because I've been looking at the weather every winter with my job. I'm looking at the weather. It's been driving me crazy. Okay, and I figured I'm making me the forecast right now, where I pick and predict or who will win what match at the pay-per-view. And this pay-per-view coming up on the WWE Network is NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day tomorrow on Valentine's Day. And here are the matches that is going to happen. I should do this the other way. That way you guys will know what's going on and whatnot. And so here's the deal. The men's Dusty Cup final goes like this. MSK, that's a team of Nash Carter and Wesley, formerly known as the Rascals, go up against the Grizzled Young Veterans, soon to be. I always say that. That will be Zach Gibson and James Drake. Women's Dusty Cup final, it will be Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart teaming up against Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, and the winner of that match will get a women's tag team title shot. Women's title on the line in a triple threat. Io Shirai to defend against Toni Storm and Mercedes Martinez, and North American Championship on the line. Johnny Gargano versus Kushita. And the NXT title, to me, that's a dream matchup. Finn Balor versus Pete Dunn, the Bruiserweight. So, will Pete Dunne make history by becoming the first NXT superstar to capture the UK and regular NXT championship? Who knows for sure. Very interesting matchups to say the least. And NXT's always put on a good product, and that's for sure. And just give me a second here. And as you know, some of these ladies have taken place in the Royal Rumble, which is pretty cool. And which is pretty cool. Shotzi Blackheart was part of the Royal Rumble, as was Ember Moon. Dakota Kai was too. So I was surprised Raquel Gonzalez. She would have had a great performance in the Royal Rumble, but it's an opportunity of a lifetime here. So who would I pick for the men's Dusty Cup final? I think this is going to be a great matchup. MSK versus the Grizzled Young Veterans, GYV. This is a tough call to make. Now, Zach Gibson does have experience in tournaments. Him and Drake walked out the NXT UK Tag Team Champions in a tournament, as well as he walked out to be the #1 contender for the UK Championship in a tournament as well. So, I'm going to have to give it up to the Grizzled Young Veterans for this one. I like MSK, hope they win, but the Grizzled Young Veterans, it's time. You know, the Grizzled Young Veterans, they made it there last year to get beat by the Undisputed Era, but I think the Grizzled Young Veterans may end up taking it this time. All right, the Women's Dusty Cup final. This is going to be a tough matchup to decipher because now on one end you got Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. You got the size and strength with Gonzalez. Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart are an even team, well-rounded in this. I think this is what I'm thinking. I like to see Baszler and Jax go up against Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. Raquel Gonzalez and Nia Jax, give me that matchup. That's what I would love to see. So I think Dakota Kai. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping I see Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart win, but I got to go with Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. They've been a lot together more than Moon and Blackheart. And NXT Women's Championship. I did not say any more. Io Shirai. That's right. Io will walk out. I love Toni Storm. I respect Mercedes Martinez, but Io has got it going on right now. Io, she keeps on going. And now that Meiko Satomura, I've read an article on Sports Illustrated that she wants to face Meiko Satomura. That'll be an excellent matchup. I would like to see that matchup. All right, Kushita versus Gargano. I'm sensing a new North American champion because I think Dexter Lumis will get involved in the matchup somehow. And I'm thinking Kushita is going to walk out the North American champion. Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne. This is a tough one. This is a very, very tough one because I think Pete Dunn and Finn Balor, they're going to steal the show. I can guarantee you. That's going to be the main event. Balor and Dunn, they're seriously going to go at it. They are seriously going to go at it. Let's see now. I think Finn Balor end up winning because I think Lorcan and Birch are going to get involved, and that will, or Edge is going to get involved. Karrion Kross will get involved. Lots of factors could go in that matchup, but I think those factors will lead to Balor retaining the NXT Championship, and that's my personal opinion. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see that happen. A lot of stuff going on tomorrow night, NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch. I think I'm able to watch because the mall closes at 7. I don't know if I get called in or not, and it's a little up in the air, but according to what the weather's saying, it's going to be cloudy, just cloudy tomorrow, overcast. That should be no big deal, but then again, I can look at the weather. That could change things. Meteorologists don't know what was actually going to happen. A lot of snow falls. It'll be a coating to an inch. That should be no big deal. But I saw, my boss told me I'm on standby, but he says the odds are good. The odds are good if I don't have to worry about coming in. So if that's the case, if I don't get a phone call from him, they say no news is good news. That's the thing. So if I don't get a phone call from him, then I'm home Sunday. And I'll prepare myself to watch NXT TakeOver. There's no more Super Bowl, no more football, unless the Pro Bowl is this Sunday. And then it looks like next week after Vengeance Day, we're going back-to-back pay-per-views, the Elimination Chamber. So I will on Saturday as well. A lot going on this coming next Saturday. I mean, we're talking about the Premier Power Rangers Dino Fury, picks my PTW Wrestling forecast for the Elimination Chamber. I will get you the entire card, what's going to go on, what's going to go up, down, all around town. We might see Big E and Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental title in the Elimination Chamber, as well as the United States title in a triple threat. Bobby Lashley defending against Keith Lee and Matt Riddle. All sorts of things could happen at any rate and any day. I mean, I'm just really excited. NXT TakeOver. We could see Io Shirai. I don't know if Io Shirai is going to go to either Raw or SmackDown or join forces with Asuka. That could be in the making, or a one-on-one matchup. But, and Io Shirai wants to take part in WrestleMania. Who knows? And I mean, lots of things could happen. WrestleMania is not that far away. It's actually taking place at Raymond James Stadium this year, this time around. So because the pandemic had changed the WrestleManias to the future. So in 2 years, the WrestleMania will be in Los Angeles. It could have been this year, but the pandemic has changed all that. Next year will be in Dallas. So it's lots of things are happening. Lots of moving parts, changing things, and who knows? WrestleMania could shape up to be one of the best, and lowest attended. Yeah. You know why? Because we're in the middle of a pandemic, Paul Heyman. I think Paul Heyman was being sarcastic about the whole thing, but I think he's probably sick of the whole pandemic as well as we are. So we'll see what happens. Seriously, I'm excited. So once again, here are my picks and predictions. All right, the men's Dusty Cup final. MSK versus Grizzled Young Veterans. I picked the Grizzled Young Veterans over MSK. Hope MSK wins, but Grizzled Young Veterans got the experience, so tournament experience, so I'll take them over MSK. Women's Dusty Cup final. I'd pick Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez over Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, due to the fact that Kai and Gonzalez had the experience in teaming up before. NXT Women's Championship. I see Io Shirai keeping the championship over Toni Storm and Mercedes Martinez. Even though Toni Storm, it was between, Mercedes Martinez has not wrestled in a legit match beforehand, or a warm-up match, so that's the reason why I'm not picking her to win. But it was between Shirai and Storm for me, because Toni Storm did pick up a victory over Io Shirai in the Mae Young Classic Final 2018 at Evolution. So that's why, but I'm picking Io Shirai because she's been on quite a roll. I picked Kushita over Gargano. I know Austin Theory can get involved, and Dexter Lumis can get involved. Oh, heck, who knows? Leon Ruff can get involved again. You never know. And because of all the craziness surrounding the NXT Championship between Karrion Kross, you got Lorcan and Birch being Dunn's running buddies, And Finn Balor being on his own, I sense Balor is going to keep the championship for sure. So that is my NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day PTW Wrestling forecast. So that is all the time we have here on the show, episode number 55 of the show. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys have a wonderful, a great and wonderful day, and I'll see you on episode 56, and possibly, I think the 5th edition of the Saturday Super Starcade. I got to get that going as well. All right, don't know what game I'm going to play. I'm going to try and figure all that out as we speak, and so thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on the next episode of WEML-TV, Channel 77. Peace and love.